daje to jachtina zabawa.
Zabava. That means, look, it's going to be a yacht party, and what's happening, boys? And welcome to another, I don't know if this was a surprise. Yesterday, I think we were expecting that Perisic was going to win, but I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought Shaqiri and Julian Draxler had a better chance of winning, but lo and behold, we get ourselves a Croatian yacht party now that we can pair him with that Perisic in the form of the 92 rated, decent dribbler. What's the category called? The dribbler category goes up to 94. A 92 footies Mateo Kovacic for Chelsea. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Again, I thought because Liverpool's obviously a huge club. They won Champions League. Shaqiri is he's a FIFA legend. There's not been too many really great Kovacic cards. And then Julian Draxler, PSG links into Neymar as well as a bunch of others. And Julian Draxler obviously was the higher rated player. But Mateo Kovacic goes ahead and gets it done. Now, and let me catch my breath here. This is still a little bit emotional. We didn't get Poulsen. We didn't get Draxler. And now we've got a... you want to know what? I guess maybe it's the one kit that I have here that I haven't moved over to the new place. So maybe this was meant to be. Maybe it just had to be a Croatian yacht party type weekend for this footies. But we're about to get into it, boys. Looks like it's going to be relatively affordable. 4-star, 4-star, like I said, and some pretty nutty stats to boot. Now, as I always say, if this helps you in some way, shape, or form, figure out if you want to do this SPC, whether it's the packs that you see me get, whether it is the stats that you see or something that Kovacic does in the Episodia, drop a cheeky like on the video, you absolute mad lad. And if you guys are new to the channel, as always, hit that subscribe button down below. Now, he is going for 160,000 coins right now. And you get a Prime Gold Players Pack as well as a Rare Electrum Players Pack. So you get 2 packs, and it only requires an 85 rated squad and then an 83 rated squad. Doesn't require informs. The only thing that the 85 requires is a Premier League player. So a relatively cheap card given some of the stats that we're going to get. So in terms of value, I definitely think this one is worth looking into, if not doing outright completely. We're going to find out right now. Again, I can pretty much judge value before we even get into the game. It's the on-the-pitch performance with this card that is going to be the question mark. Now, Perisic yesterday didn't play incredible for us. Perisic didn't play incredible for us. He was, in my opinion, not a great value, but Kovacic looks like the stats that he has that we're showcasing right now doesn't have great finishing, but that's not why you use this card. 97 ball control. That's the kind of stat I'm looking for with the dribbling. But if we're looking at reactions and composure, you know, he's got really, really good dribbling stats. I feel like next year in footies, EA should be able to manipulate these stats where if he does win the dribbling category, which is what this category is for, it should be pretty much all at least 88, 89s in that particular category. Like with Perisic yesterday, who won aerial threat, should have himself 90 in both heading accuracy and jumping. But we're going to get into the episode here, boys. As you guys can see here, 99 shot power, 94 long shots. The Croatians have that distance shooting, absolute scenes. 87 sprint speed is what we're going to be going up to with the engine chem style, as well as 98 acceleration. You knew we had to do it, Tim. It is going to be a yacht party. We're going to try Perisic where I think he's probably best suited, and that is up top as a striker. So we're going to play him as our left striker. We've got Hazard in there. We're going to ship him off, and then also that Alonso that we did earlier in the year. On the Road to Glory, we did him yesterday. I think we got him done for like 40,000 coins, which is crazy. David Luiz, obviously one of my favorite players of the year, and the squad honestly gels together quite nicely. We got Bateson in there as manager. Let's get into match number 1. Let's see if this Footies Kovacic is worth the 100. I think he's probably going to level out around 150,000 coins. Let's see if he's worth the 150,000 coins, bang out a couple games, and then we'll get into those packs, see if they're worth it as well. Match number 1, Yacht Party, Hrvatska. The yacht party that was missing, boys. It is going to be an absolute yacht party. And you want to know what? If you guys remember yacht parties, drop a like on the video. Not a lot of you guys will remember. All the way back in FIFA 15 and FIFA 16, we had this theme on the channel whenever we featured a Croatian player, because like that's when Stereo Love was popping. It was the song of the summer. I was very close. Little insider story here. I was very close to going on an actual yacht party with Finch. Absolute scenes, dude. Croatian yacht party. I think maybe that's what we needed to unlock the power of Perisic. He needed a fellow Croatian player in the squad. Get in there. Don't tell me. Go on. Look at that send. Come on, Hazard. Oh, that's my bad. bad. That is 100% my bad, dude. God damn it. Why are people saying this isn't a good card? He gets like +5 in every category. Like, yeah, granted, he doesn't have, I mean, 86 standing tackles a very good defensive stat. 90 interceptions, I mean, that's end game. Dribbling, incredible. He's got really, really nice ball, I mean, like, end game dribbling, end game ball control. Reactions aren't great. End game balance. End game shot power. End game long shots. Acceleration, 93. Well, what am I missing here? 95 short passing, 89 long passing? All right, it's not a yacht party. It's a crossbar challenge party. Between him and Perisic, I think they've hit the crossbar legitimately 8 times. Get wrecked. Perisic chip. Maybe it's not distance banger that the Croatians are good at. Maybe it's cheeky chips like that. Come on, boys. Yeah, I don't understand. I see a lot of people on Twitter and, like, the footed community is going nuts right now. This is literally Fred, but worse. What are some of these stats? No, not the player I want. I don't know why all the footies players are the undeserving ones. Pros is from the Premier League. Cons, everything else. Cons, everything else? So Freddie Bull, he's one of the guys who works on the live content team over for FIFA. I tweeted out saying, wow, Kovacic. And then he said, not even close. So that means the voting must have been so heavily favored in terms of Chelsea, which confirms Premier League bias, you know. So I would assume maybe Shaqiri was even in second place, if that's the case. But that's actually really interesting. I think it'd be very cool is if after every footies vote, they gave us the exact breakdown for the votes. Like how many people voted and then like the percentage of people that voted for a particular card. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that as a stat. Yeah, he's done. I was half expecting his player to save that. 80th minute, 3-0. Ivan Perisic gets himself that hattie that we weren't able to get him in the first match. Perisic did, however, don't let it get twisted. If you watched the first 2 matches in yesterday's epi, you would have been like, okay, Perisic looks like he's kind of trash. But the third match, he actually did end up getting himself a hat-trick. So technically, back-to-back hat-trick matches from the last match of yesterday's epi and then the first match of this one. Rage quit.
What is this?
Why rage quit in the 87th? I don't understand. Why rage quit at the end of the game? If you're going to get out of there, if you're going to get out, just get out at the end of the third match. I don't understand. All right, so we're going to bring on Florenzi, De Rossi. Hamšík's going to be our Lamb. Kovacic is going to be our Cam, obviously, and then Perisic and Mertens up top. This is the formation we're most comfortable with, and we're going to see if we can get it done with the narrow formation. Have Kovacic up top there a little bit more in a creative cam position. All right, the dribbling stats are kind of wild.
Exactly. Where's the Arsenal midfield?
Go on! Go on! Finish him! Finish him! Ah!
Go! You see the dribbling? On what? How are you gonna call? We didn't even cross the freaking midfield, bro. How are you gonna call freaking halftime there? Oh, this is rigged. This is as rigged as that vote. Kovacic! Wait, was that Florenzi or Kovacic? I think that was Florenzi, I can't tell. Florenzi's actually a lot taller than Kovacic, you know? Yeah, that's definitely Florenzi. My man!
Let's go! Come on!
Testo!
Let's go!
Kovacic! It's the 78 finishing. You saw that wasn't clinical. I was actually aiming right. I think he was going right. But it took a lucky deflection off the keeper, and it goes into the back of the net. Our first goal with Mateo Kovacic. Haven't been able to... It's been a theme that we haven't been able to rip long shots over the course of the past it seems like it was over the pass of the course week. I wasn't even aiming there. I was aiming right. There we go, Mateo Kovacic showing. You want to know what? The only tactic that I switched there was to make him get into the box for crosses. That's the only thing I changed. I put him to the right side, stay forward. He was already on stay forward on the left side, but then I had him on stay forward and get into the box for crosses, showcasing that nice little whipping ability. Not the most confident I've ever been in a finisher before.
Let's go!
Yeah, look at him. Look at him run. Look at the mad lad go. Kovacic with the Croatian missile blast. Kovacic on a hattie in the third and final match. Go on, you absolute mad lad. He's going to get a man of the match. Perisic is the first to come over and give him a little hug out. And that's how it should be. Oof, dude, he slices that perfectly. And I know it was Alisson, but that wasn't even Alisson being a bad keeper. That was just Kovacic putting so much heat on a blast. His keeper couldn't even handle it. There we go. That's going to be game over. That is going to be game over, boys. 4-0. Hazard gets himself the 4th goal. And that might just be all she wrote, boys. Match number 3, and we get ourselves the 3 goals from Mateo Kovacic. He doesn't provide himself an assist, but a very, very nice third and final match. Man of the match, footies, Mateo Kovacic. And not a bad way to end it. Let's get in the packs. Let's see if the packs are worth it. All right, boys, so we get the Rare Electrum Players Pack. We're going to open that one first. Now, I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say in terms of value... Again, it wasn't a home run in terms of value. Wait, a once to watch card. Smolov? Or Golovin. Golovin or Smolov? It's one of the two. I think it's, yeah, Smolov. So, value, I know 160,000 coins isn't super, super cheap, but for a 92 Mateo Kovacic card, I'm going to go ahead and say that he is worth the value given the stats that you do get. A lot of people on Futted were saying that the pro is that he's Premier League and then the cons are everything else. I disagree. There are some very, very good stats on this card. Stats that I think are worthy enough of spending the 160, 170,000 coins that this card is worth. And then in terms of on-the-pitch performance, I'm going to give it, and I know he didn't erupt in the first 2 matches. It took a little bit to get him going, but I am going to give him a 3 out of 5. The finishing is not great, but that's not exactly a deal breaker. He's got reactions, which are kind of low, and then a couple other stats that are in like the meh territory in like 73, 75. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 5, but he does have some endgame stats interspersed throughout his card. He is a Club 80 member with 4-star, 4-star, which makes me almost want to give him a 3.5 out, but we're going to give him the 3, like I said, because of the finishing as well as a combination of the couple of the other stats. But that is going to be the Zwei view of the Mateo Kovacic footies card. I would have much preferred to do one on Julian Draxler, even Shaqiri. Mateo Kovacic isn't a guy that I thought was going to... I didn't think he was going to come close to winning this, to be honest with you, but alas... he went ahead and he did a freaking ting, you know what I mean? So, Prime Gold Players Pack, maybe that's fortuitous of Chelsea's season coming up. Hazard has gone, everyone's expecting them not to do a whole lot. But the packs actually, hold on a second. These packs are actually given out. Ultimate Scream, Brazil, right back, Rafinha. Okay, we get ourselves a 78 Ultimate Scream, 99 passing, 99 physical Rafinha. Is there anyone else behind him of note? Maybe an 86, 87 rated. Oh, hold on a second. Pernica, Sane, and then Rafinha. So we got the Bundesliga boys right there. Not a whole lot of coins back from that, but God, if only we had gotten that Abdulrahman. I think all Saudi League players are pretty much going for extinct right now. But like I always say, boys, if this has helped you in some way, shape, or form, figure out if you do want to do this card, drop a like on the video. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Croatia OP, 2 Croatian cards in the past 2 days. I know if you're Croatian, you're probably not complaining right now. Premier League or Serie A, you're probably not complaining right now. But damn it, another chance where we could have got a Draxler card and we just don't get it. But anyway, that is how the cookie crumbles. I will see you guys for another upload tomorrow. Till next time, my bros. Tschüss. Later. Ade.